a tier 1 mark. But recently, Viking, dropping series to teams that they really shouldn't be, up against Team Heroic. A couple other tournaments they're playing, not particularly well. But we used to see them consistently beat these, teams that are on the same level or lower than them. And then also they would take series off of bigger teams. And this is a real test now up against OG, who, even though they didn't, go through the entirety of their Games Without Borders, they dropped out to Na'Vi. OG are still that benchmark, right? If you can take a game or a series off of OG, you know that you're in the right ballpark.
Oh, for sure. And Viking, they lost to Flight and Moon 2-1, which I did not expect. Like, I thought they're going to go easy 2-0, but also Flight and Moon, like, they are showing some improvements, some strength. Yeah. But as you said, like, Viking, they can be paired up against any team in the world. I think if you just put them in best of 3, they can win it. I'm not even kidding. It also depends a lot on the way they draft. Like, they like to play fast. One of the reasons why OG banned out both Chen and Lycan Dragonite. These are all tower-pushing heroes. New meta, like, new hero has shown up, and that's Luna. Like, this hero becomes so strong. OG really loves to tri-lane it. Give her the free farm. Leave Seb in the solo lane on the safe lane. This is, like, I've seen that, I believe 5 out of 7 games that they did the same thing, and it's very effective. So Enchantress is one of the heroes that they really love to open up with. It's a lane dominator, scales well. Like, it gives you survivability with that heal, the spell. Not many heroes have built in the spell at the moment.
Yeah, it's great. And you're speaking about the Enchantress that OG like to play, that there was that game in the series against Alliance that Viking played where the Earthshaker and Enchantress, OG's kind of favored support duo, or at least one of the pairings they love a lot. Viking actually won that one game through the Lycan, the Chen, that Storm Spirit Axe, that early tempo that you're mentioning. It felt really nice up against the Enchantress Earthshaker, which, even though they did well in lanes, they have this kind of weird period in the middle where if they're not snowballing, they do need to kind of sit back, get Blink Dagger on Earthshaker, get off the ground a little bit. But there is the ES for OG. Viking going to come out with their second pick up here, Phoenix, along with the Axe.
It's kind of their classic. Wow, would you look at that? Enchantress, Earthshaker. OG is just doing the same thing every single time. So if Viking does not want to play against that, like, they should ban out Luna. I'm pretty sure OG is going to pick it.
Yeah, it feels like it, right? Get rid of the Sumail Luna. Gives them so much tempo to play off that Helm of the Dominator timing. And you've got Enchantress with those creeps coming in to push towers as well. But Axe and Phoenix, pretty solid combo. Egg Protector with the Berserker's Call. A lot of damage over time, and definitely a laning duo that can pair up nicely to put a lot of pressure onto that enemy safe lane. Do you worry, though, like, if you set this up where this is likely your off lane, and if OG do the aggressive tri-lane and have Seb as a 1v2, do you lose some of that power from this Axe-Phoenix combo?
Yeah, you want to be killing people with it, but what you can do is just put Phoenix in the tri-lane if they decide to do that. Axe is going to be creep skipping, farming both jungle and the lane at the same time, so his Blink Dagger is going to be even better, I would say, if his farm is uncontested. Like, it also depends what timings are you looking for. Like, what do you want to achieve with your lineup?
There is that second phase ban for Viking. You want the Luna, definitely?
I have nothing against Luna. It allows them to play very fast. You get damage from the aura, damage from Helm of the Dominator. Maybe even you get Alpha Wolf on top of that. Towers just melt, and it opens up the Roche for them.
I'm kind of wondering where Pango went. Like, Viking have made a very conscious decision to go for the Phoenix Axe. Very often we see Toby on that Pangolier. A Lifestealer ban, though, with an Undying being grabbed up now for Viking.
So that's a great response, actually. Like, if OG wants to run that tri-lane, we're just going to pick Undying. Good luck. You do not want to tri-lane against this hero. Like, double, triple decays, plus a soul rip, it's always going to be effective. That's a very smart taking from Viking. And they have no heroes with attack speed so far. So they can't kill the egg, can't kill Undying. Maybe they're thinking about Gyro right now.
Just
You
something
can
that can
pick
focus
something
down
like
things.
Gyro Medusa. So you focus the egg or the tombstone and have AoE damage spread.
Because it's not like you can pick, Mirana, which we saw quite a bit in China to deal with Supernova, played in that position 4, because you've picked Earthshaker Enchantress very early on.
They had Seb playing Mirana as position 3. They did, yeah. And I love his itemization in that game. He was playing against Storm Spirit. They had very limited lockdown, so he rushed Road of Atos mech. Like, Seb is just, on a different level.
So the Lifestealer ban, is that rage, attack speed up against the Phoenix Egg, laning potential opponent against the Axe? Anything more to the Lifestealer there?
I believe it's just that, but they go with Luna.
They still go with it. Fair enough. If it works, it works. I mean, they don't have to try lane around the Luna. They could still, run the 2-1-2 if they want to. They probably have to against this Undying. Viking now. Lots of team fight. Their lanes look pretty solid with these 3 heroes.
Are we sure this is not a replay?
Well, is it similar? What, a replay of what?
The same draft from OG. Every single time you you give it to them, they're gonna pick it.
What did I don't know if you noticed. They had like Enigma Bloodseeker, Dragonite Void Spirit. Yeah.
There's a lot of the teams that are like switching towards the heroes. They're building a Necrobook. So, like Enigma, who's rushing Necrobook 1, Queen of Pain as offlaners. Queen of Pain as position 4s with Necro units.
I want to see that Tusk Necro come back. The good old days of Tusk rushing Necro. What do we go for now? Still need your mid and your safe laner for Shad and Boom. There's no Dragon Knight. He does like the Queen of Pain, does Boom. We got Drow Ranger though.
So that's another way of protecting both Egg and the Tombstone with the pushback from Gust. I like it. Viking, they always have a lineup that, tends to play extremely fast. Drow Ranger, Undying Phoenix is going to give that to them. And if they decide to try lane with the Undying and Phoenix, it looks very strong. Like, you can't get close to Drow Ranger, you can't burst her because of the Soul Rip. I want to see some gap closure on OG.
I mean, Drow's pretty good at focusing down Luna as well, right? Luna, pretty high armor, Agi-based hero. Drow Ranger can shred through the Luna with just right clicks and outrange her. OG Invoker, so that's going to be what, the Crosswex Invoker for mid one, likely?
Whew, I've seen his Invoker. Man, it's hard to play with the 200-ish ping. But he also played against Viper in the lane. He got destroyed. Like, he did not have a game on Invoker.
He had to play against a Viper. Oh my god. I think I caught a couple of minutes of that game. Was it up against Nigma? He was playing against like a wee Viper, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That was real nasty. It's not fun. But very good at disengaging, right? If Axe and Dying Phoenix are running at you, diving, Blink calling you, you've got Tornado to reset, you've got Blink Echo Slam as a counter initiation. You've got some pretty great ways here to disengage from fights and turn around to help out your Luna.
The question is it time to pull off Seb's Magnus here?
A Seb Magnus. I'll get the big RP in there. Moonglaves bouncing around. I feel like Pango wouldn't be bad, honestly. Gap close onto Drow Ranger, good teamfight ulti through the Rolling Thunder to cause a bit of chaos when Axe and Undying are running in towards your Luna. There's not that much magic damage here from Viking, so we could also consider like a Necro, right? Go for that Aura build.
Oh, that's a very good call. Like, they're missing a mid laner, so this is where the magic damage is going to come from.
Yeah. Like a
Spirit
Queen of
Vessel
Pain or
Carrier.
something, right?
Yeah, they have Phoenix already. It looks like a decent, like, Storm Queen of Pain game for Viking.
Ooh.
Whew. Draw Ranger does not really like to play into Batrider. Same goes
She
for
hates it.
Undying.
And that's a really good solo lane hero if you do want to put Seb in that safe lane. Just 1v1 matchup. Because if Axe wants to cut waves, Batrider can do that pretty well on his own. If not, chase the Axe down and stop him from cutting waves. And the Invoker's pretty good against Queen of Pain as well. So if they were thinking of that, mid one with Quas, can regen through the Shadow Strike, doesn't mind too much about the continual harassment from a co-op.
Just get Viper. If they were watching that game, but they go Quap.
It's like
It's
the
his
comfort hero for Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And there we have it. Nothing massively out of the ordinary. Everyone picking up the heroes we expect. Saxa Earthshaker, Notail, Enchantress, Sumail on the Luna, mid one Invoker, and Seb playing the Batrider. So mid one, he did play the Quaswex Invoker, right?
He did.
What was his item build? Like
there was no
Vessel,
item
Face
build,
Boots?
Gary. Like,
Oh.
he did not have it. But at one point, he built Veil, Force Staff, wanted to get rid of Atos as well because they were very limited on the lockdown against the Storm Spirit. I'm not sure if he even managed to finish it. But it was awkward. Like, definitely not the item build that you've seen from Invoker, since he needed to adjust. His early game was non-existent.
I should have a pretty good early game here. The thing is, I'm just wondering if we do get past, 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so, Viking, they scale pretty well outside of Undying. Drow and Queen of Pain can go pretty hard into like right-click builds if they want to. How are you feeling about OG's lineup here? Can they build up enough steam?
It's a classic lineup from OG. That's what they've been doing for the past few days. Get farm on Luna, go for the towers, leave Seb alone in the lane. Look at the pushback. You have Sonic Wave, you have Draw Ranger's Gust. So these are very effective abilities that you can protect both Egg and Tombstone with.
Yeah, that's true. And Luna, not the greatest range on that hero either. Getting up onto a Supernova or a Tombstone's pretty hard. So mid one's Invoker really going to be the one get alacrity, get that attack speed with a Wex.
Gary, you're a native Englishman, the original one. Like,
The OG Englishman.
Yeah, the OG Englishman. Why is B silent in Tombstone?
Why is the B silent in Tombstone? I have no idea, man. It just is.
It is as
the way it
is.
That's just how you do things. Man, English is such a stupid language, I swear to God. It's weird. You can go look it up, though. Go find out why Tomb is silent. It's probably because of the French. When something weird happens in the English language, I'm pretty happy just blaming the French because they came and ruined our language in like the 1600s.
Goddamn Seb, ruining other people's TI chances to win it and ruining your language. Seems good.
GLHC. Have you seen that one before? Toby said, good luck, have
cookie.
calcium? Vitamin C? Oh, that's a nice Fisher block from Saxa. Oh, 4 heroes surrounding Celery. Yeah, you get a decay off here, but you've been trapped in. Good damage, and with the Cold Snap, they've got the Disable to take down the Undying. Early kill for OG. Start things off with your first blood.
That's an easy one. Oh, look at them, what they're bringing. Enchantress bringing extra branch, and Luna raid band recipe.
1 branch.
Efficiency.
Very important for Notail. Yeah, Blightstone start for Notail's Enchantress. Saxa with the boots. What has mid one got? Going into the double null, it looks like. So Seb, Batrider, solo up top lane. Aramis Phoenix here trying to grab the bounty rune. Seb's going to be the faster one, though. Clicks it up as Toby takes the one a little deeper. Toby Axe. Queen of Pain mid for Boom. And down bottom, it is a Shad Drow Ranger with a Celery Undying. They've only got 2 heroes down here, and this is kind of what I was getting at with the draft, with the Phoenix Axe. You feel like you want those 2 heroes together, but you're absolutely right. They bring the Phoenix down, and they have to make this tri-lane happen. Look at that observer ward from No-Tail as well, watching for couriers coming in. Very deep behind, and it dodges the sentry ward. Very deep, past that tier 1. Looks like the courier will come out now. They've
Look at how
everybody.
spread they are. So Saxa will pull the next wave. Okay, he was trying to grab a courier actually. Also late for the creep pull. And they're giving the Luna solo experience, which is pretty nice. Like that Fissure block allows them to farm underneath the tower. Artemis is in trouble. Artemis is dead actually.
Yeah, he's being fished up again. That Hellbear making short work of the Phoenix. And now they get some good damage onto Celery's Undying. He's got 1 stick charge. But that Hellbear just claps the ground, slows him down. A double kill for No-Tail, 3 for 0 in this bottom lane. And Drow Ranger, she's got to sit behind the tower. She might die.
He might be dead. Yeah.
She might just die here. Another
Triple
great
kill
Fisher.
for
No-Tail's going to
No-Tail.
get a triple kill. Enchantress with 3 in a row.
Where's the chat line?
Oh, and he's going to get courier. Saxa snipes the courier. Oh my god, it's a disaster, Lacoste.
1k gold lead, 1.5 minutes in.
Goodness gracious me. I was going to start asking, like, do you think Viking want to, like, try and swap lanes around, put heroes top? No, they...
No, it's done. Like, you heavily committed. You need to do this.
You are now stuck in your ways. So Saxa starts roaming around. You've got Enchantress Luna who can kind of hold their own down bottom for now. We do need to take a peek into these other lanes, though, I feel like. You know, mid lane, Queen of Pain against Invoker. 6-0 Invoker with 12 and 2 on Boom, so Quap coming
Queen
up
of Pain
on
is out
top.
of mana. Oh, short one.
The Fisher's there, but you're right, there's no blink, no escape for Boom. Level 3 with no points in blink. Saxa
He's gonna
still
die.
level 1, though. Just gonna punch down the Queen of Pain little
2
by
more
little.
clicks.
The boots advantage. 5-0, 2.5 minutes in. OG really starting off to a cracking beginning here in this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The one upside for Viking is they have Toby free farming, cutting waves, and farming neutrals top.
Yeah, Batrider's not the best hero to farm underneath the tower. Like, look at his damage. 47. 47.
ideal. But he's going to drag waves around and farm some neutrals himself. What's Axe getting? He's got a courier coming. Bracer for the Axe. We saw this from him before, right? Oh, bottom lane. Celery. Getting clicked down again. Saxa kind of wanted to dive the tower there with that level 1 enchant totem. Won't be able to get the finish on the Undying.
Radiant's
Career?
has been
Oh, just kills it with 1 shot. Enchant totem, extra damage. So, Draw Ranger will not have the courier for the next like 2 minutes, until it respawns and comes back to a lane. So less damage output on the Luna, which is pretty big.
Dire's courier.
Yeah, you talked about items on Axe. Like, he usually gets a Bracer. You can't just afford to get Vanguard Blink Dagger. It's gonna be way too slow. Your other lanes are not going well. So you need to get like Bracer Phase Boots into Blink Dagger.
Yeah, Toby making the wise decision of TPing out there. Seb with a few stacks of napalm up. And that Firefly ready. RMS doesn't have dive. So Cold Snap into the punches from Saxa here. Gonna get a lot of work done. Another Enchant Totem and Phoenix. The 6th kill here for OG. And there are the chat wheels, Lacoste. Enchantress No-Tail starts bringing them out. Don't be mad.
Expected it way earlier. Saxa involved in 6 out of 6 kills. Not too bad.
Oh. Yeah, they're just waking up, Lacoste, you know, getting ready.
Considering how they're playing, I think they woke up a long time ago.
Celery, he's going to go back to sleep in a second. Under his tier 1, but shredded by Sumail and No-Tail. Luna going to have to take the tower aggro off herself. She's taking a lot of damage here, and maybe, with the Drow turning around, walking back into the creep wave, but Shad focused down by both OG supports. 8-0, and the courier, the little boar, it will walk off safe and sound.
Radiant's bottom tower
All
is
three
under
heroes
attack.
from OG, they have either full magic wand or just the magic stick, which allows them to play extremely aggressive. They even dive the tower. Sumail a bit low on HP. Just use the courier, needs to, you know, bring some extra regen to the bottom lane.
OG not even bothering to pick up bounty runes, you know? Axe and Phoenix take a couple top. Potentially eyeing up Seb. He's got Firefly and a lasso if he wants to drag someone under the tower, but they've done a lot of damage over time. And he's a little bit afraid of what's coming around the corner. Oh, he's got a salve.
How's mid lane doing? 18-8 against 24 and 8, so not too bad for mid one. Like magic wand, 1 null talisman. I expect he's gonna go earn, synergize as well with your cold snap.
Queen of Pain's so afraid of this Earthshaker rotation, though. Gonna blink and walk all the way back home,
Dire's
refill the
top
bottle,
tower
TP out
is under
again.
attack.
She needs to
does have
TP to the
Sonic Wave.
bottom. She needs
Exactly.
TP out bottom, try to get a kill.
Try and bring down Sumail somehow. But look at this, Celery being focused. Two-man Fisher, Saxa lining it up beautifully. No real follow-through, unfortunately, for OG. But Viking gonna be pretty happy that they stay alive for a few seconds longer and maybe get a kill on No Tail. Yeah, with that multi-shot. Shad takes the mega kill streak from No Tail. He was 5-0 on his Enchantress. Plenty of money flowing into the Drow Ranger's pockets.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
You've got to reset your streak sometime, Lacoste, right? You know it's going to happen eventually. May as well do it sooner rather than later. Mid one rotating. Good little tornado to kick it off onto Celery. That's a level 1 tombstone, so only a couple of clicks to get to the middle of it, and Shad has been annihilated by mid one and Sumail. So a pretty simple tier 1 tower with this catapult wave coming in.
Radiant's bottom
I say simple,
tower
Sumail misses the last hit. No Tail mid lane gets taken down by Boom though. First Sonic Wave of the game, and Queen of Pain gets the second kill on the board for Viking.
I believe No Tail is very fine with that. It means that your Luna is not gonna die from that Sonic Wave. So 2 minutes without it.
And mid one now up on a killing spree as they find that I'm dying again in the jungle. Where's this Bat Rider? Seb, Boots of Travel. He wants a bottle, he's got it queued up next. But having a grand old time. Level 8 on the bat, 3,100 net worth. OG really pumping with all cylinders right now. And this is where, you know, you've taken the bottom tier 1. Oh, have they caught the Queen of Pain? She blinks away. Does get out of danger.
If they
But
use
OG
Cold Snap and earn, she dies there. They also had Tornado ready to reset one more time. Earthshaker a bit low on mana, has Clarity running on him.
That early tier 1 bottom lane, though, gives so much more room for Luna to farm. You could... if you feel like Luna's a little bit scared when that Sonic Wave comes back up in like a minute's time from Queen of Pain, she can come up top lane and start farming there with the rest of the team. But it's just this systematic OG, bottom tower. Then they put pressure onto mid, force Queen of Pain into other areas of the map. And they can always connect in with Sumail. As Aramis taken down by Seb with the help of Saxa. And Sumail. Helm of the Dominator up. This is enemy jungle territory, though, and there is a Radiant Observer Ward spotting out OG. Jump in from the Queen of
Radiant's
Pain.
middle tower is under attack.
Celery also throwing that tombstone up onto the high ground. Good soul rip, but No Tail still alive somehow. Finally taken down, but in comes Seb. Looking for the turnaround onto Celery. Mid one is fighting the back with a Luna. Toby dealing with Shad with the help of mid one. It's all over the place here as OG are looking for 3 different targets at the same time. And the
Another
clip from
courier
Sumail focusing Toby. There's the kill that the Luna wanted, and Aramis does have the dive. Will get a little bit of distance away from OG as they just rampage through this Radiant jungle.
This deep Observer Ward, which is
Dire's
out
middle tower is under attack.
of the range from Sentry, and they get rid of the Observer Ward, so now they can play more aggressive even in this jungle. Like, Axe decides to join the fight. He can't lane top anymore. There was a Bat Rider who
Radiant's
rotated.
middle tower is
Bounty
under
Rune
attack.
spawning in a couple of seconds. Arcane Rune. Seb's gonna take that one.
Worthy tribute.
And Luna just stays bottom. What's Drow Ranger got, Lacoste? 3 Wraith Bands, Treads are coming out now.
4-man shield, that's a lot of agi.
It's pretty good. Catching Aramis with a good cold snap there. Soul Rip buys a little bit of time, and the Queen of Pain jumps in. Has the Sonic Wave to try and pick off mid one, but there's the Ghost Walk. No reveal, I don't believe, and with that Sonic Wave, they don't have enough damage quite yet to take him down. Aramis has fallen to Seb, but a lasso under the tower drags the axe in. Not quite enough there. Saxa doesn't have the Fissure for another 3 seconds, and the Queen of Pain aggressively diving mid one.
Magic Wand is ready.
With a 7-1, he doesn't pop it. The Echo Slam from Saxa catches too, but the follow through, where is it? The Batrider's chased down the axe, and now he's being turned on by the Drow, who does take down Seb. Boom finishes off Saxa, and Sumail's arrival is all a little bit late here. Trying to deal with Celery, now needing to TP out and have a stun, anything to catch. No, the TP completes.
It was a very good fight from Viking. Man, if mid one popped that magic wand, he would have lived there. Queen of Pain already used everything to get on top of him, which means no damage would be taken from any of the spells. Now Phoenix...
Celery. At least a bit of revenge.
Now Phoenix is level 6. Axe is going for Hood of Defiance. Okay, I'm okay with that. Like, they need something against Luna's magical damage, Bat, Earthshaker. And he will be the frontliner anyway. Like, Phase Boots, plus a Faded Brooch, he's really zooming in fights.
He is pretty speedy. I mean, that entire fight, Enchantress was, top lane doing some pretty good work on that tier 1. But a dive in behind the mid tower, Seb drops to half HP.
That's what he wanted.
An aggressive blink. They fall for the bait. The trap card is activated. Boom. Completely out of place there. Really wanted to get that kill onto Seb, but it wasn't worth it as Luna ready and waiting in the shadows.
They used one ulti too much. They needed either Eclipse or Lasso.
I guess when the Queen of Pain jumps, you assume everyone else is going to follow, right? So you lasso the Queen of Pain, you Eclipse just in case anyone else comes in.
I mean, it's easy to say for us when we see the whole map where heroes are standing, but, there's a thing called Fog of War.
It sure is. Man, No-Tail is being such a bastard now. He's centering up jungle camps, removing farm away from this Viking side, who smoke up now. Without Sonic Wave. Oh, they do have Sonic Wave. It's back up. Smoke pops on Boom. No mid-tower, though, and Toby gonna get caught up. Good turnaround potential here, though, but a 3-man tornado with the Supernova finally comes out with the Gust, holding them back. Good team fight from Viking, finding the Batrider and looking for mid one now as Sumail tries to stand his ground and fight in here with No-Tail. Toby dropping low, but the Luna in all sorts of trouble until the Echo Slam from Saxa catches them out, and No-Tail is doing a ton of damage. Aramis might be his target of choice, but they need a Fissure to line up as mid one clears through Celery. Now the Drow Ranger caught and isolated out in the open, picked off little by little, and OG somehow turned that fight. It looked great for Viking.
It did, because OG, they don't have a hero that can hit the egg. So that's one of the problems. Egg exploded. They have a great ways of also protecting it, whether with the call or pushbacks from Sonic Wave, plus a Gust. I mean, even though there's 7k gold lead for OG, Viking can still take a good fight if they have their ultis up.
Don't be mad.
And he always does it twice.
He does. Get the full utilization out of it. So how are we looking now for Saxa? Blink Dagger, 700 gold away. Mid one has Spirit Vessel. What's coming out? Medallion. So he does go back into that Medallion build on the Invoker. Interesting one. OG taking control back of this map though. Had to reset after that team fight. Drow Ranger mid getting caught. Invoker combo and the long range Lucent Beam. Holy shit, yeah, Shad gets destroyed. Nothing really there that Viking could do, but maybe get a kill onto Seb. Good tombstone placement, difficult for OG to focus in, but Aramis getting caught up in the cold snap with that Spirit Vessel on him. He's already used his dive. Supernova now comes up, and that Deafening Blast doesn't finish him off. So mid one, after dealing with the tombstone, has to try and Ghost Walk away. Sentries down, and Queen of Pain jumps in. Lucent Beam holds him back with the Eclipse. Sumail turns. The Tornado overlapping
The combo
with the Eclipse,
breaker.
though. That is not ideal for them, but mid one is healing up thanks to the Quas. He's out of danger for now as Saxa, the Earthshaker, arrives. The Sonic Wave doesn't finish off mid one. He's still alive, gets the Spirit Vessel off in time. He's fine. And Toby, stuck in the middle of the fight, catches the Enchantress. Finally, Viking gets something.
You're not out of the woods yet, Enchantress.
It still shows
Hectic team
sign of
fights.
life. Yep. From Viking.
But here's Seb again. Lasso back on Aramis. Batrider chasing for more. Very quick Batrider here. Windlace boots to travel. 474 move speed, and he's found the Undying. 5
Who found
heroes.
who?
4 turn around onto the Batrider, and there's the multi-shot clearing through Seb. Phoenix buys back. They want to really force this team fight, but the rest of OG, they are bailing.
OG wanted to take a fight because they knew they had cooldowns on the Phoenix egg. He bought back there, not really needed, but okay. Also, if there's no tombstone, if there's no flash golem, they will gladly take the fight. This is the problem that they're having right now. They can't kill the egg, even though it's only level 1 egg. It's so hard to bring it down. Like, you get close, multi-shot. This is where their damage comes from.
It is real scary. Now, you do have the Blink Dagger on Saxa, though. So, Blink Echo Slam.
Dire's
Massive
top tower
weapon
is
in their
under attack.
arsenal.
Radiant's
No
bottom
tail
tower is
deep
under
in the
attack.
enemy jungle. Shad Drow Ranger scouted out by the Helm Creep. And there's nowhere really here to run. They've got a Fisher lined up to stop the TP.
Life is
And Drow Ranger once again down. 4-7-3 on your position 1 with the Undying. Yeah, he's just going to have to give his life over to OG.
Radiant's bottom tower
Forfeit.
is under attack.
Alacrity Luna, it's objectives time.
Dire's courier has
Is
been
that a
killed.
full Manta style on Luna?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I don't
attack.
think so.
Dire's
Like,
middle tower
where's the
is
courier
under
at?
attack.
The courier just
Dire's
died with her
middle
Manta
tower
recipe.
has fallen.
He would be way too farmed if it was a full Manta on top of that. Still the most farmed hero on the map
Mid-lane
right now.
Saxa with the lasso, so they blink Echo the Queen of Pain, lasso her up. Not only do they find the Drow down south, but finding Queen of Pain mid, the tempo of Viking. Yes, they look good in teamfights when they're all grouped up in a 5v5, but when they're spread across the map, OG exploiting them very easily.
OG is just playing so fast right now. Like, from one objective to the another one, the execution is pretty much perfect.
Dire's
Like,
top tower
you can
is
feel the
under
synergy
attack.
between these players.
With a cold snap mid-air. Saxa and mid one, there's now just pick off after pick off.
Invisibility.
This is where Viking can farm right now. There's no creeps in the base. So you need to do something. You need to smoke out, try to regain the portion of the vision. But as you said, like Notel, he was blocking the camps. A lot of sentries there as well. They understand their timing. Be able to choke them right now.
Seb, what are you doing? He's trying to toy with Viking, but he's going to get picked off. Boom even thought about the Sonic Wave. As Notail does find the kill on Celery, so a 1-for-1. Seb there trying to
Radiant's top tower is under
get in the
attack.
face of his opponents, cause a bit of havoc. Didn't really expect all of Viking to be ready and waiting for him.
They don't have that much attack
Radiant's
speed,
middle
but
tower is under
no one,
attack.
I mean, no one mid one with the Solar Crest and Alacrity, you put that on Luna, look at the damage. Like, they can kill the egg
Radiant's
very
middle
easy.
tower has fallen.
I'm wondering if Luna will buy a BKB. I believe she should after she finishes her Manta style. And this also opens up the rows for them. Like, they take one or two, but one fight where they kill one or two heroes.
Oh, they catch the
Okay,
Luna.
that's a big
Good
catch.
Supernova. Saxa does get a decent Fisher down. The Eclipse now to turn around. Toby being annihilated, but the Soul Rip and the Supernova landing buys a bit of space for Viking, but they've expended both of their really big teamfight abilities. They're off to the far western side, so if OG drag the fight east, they've caught Celery out, and there's nothing for him to do but burn alive in that Firefly. And now the chase is on. OG know the fight has turned. They hold the high ground. Take down the Tombstone for a bit of bonus gold. Viking, nothing left in the tank now.
They could easily go to Roche Pit. They know there's no egg, there's no Sonic Wave. I was thinking, Gary, in the morning, if you get a bigger bed for your bedroom, you have less bedroom, but more bedroom.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Oh my god. What? Have you been on r/shower thoughts or something? Have you been reading dumb shit on Reddit again, Lacoste?
My brain works in mysterious ways, Gary.
Mid one's gonna find Celery's undying. Go, the Fisher stops the blink call. Toby doesn't get the jump and catch. And now, 4 heroes all around him. They do tornado up the Queen of Pain. There's the Echo from Saxa, so completely combo breaking. This Radiant side just gonna have to try and run away. But they've dragged back the Drow Ranger. She's stuck on the high ground. Toby gets a decent blink call, but this deafening blast pushback. Seb with the Firefly all over the place, burning Viking alive, and Luna finishes off the axe. 3-0, and Celery brought back.
They want the vision on the high ground. Celery, man, he's just a walking soul rip right now. Magic Stick, Brown Boots, and the Windlace. What's his net worth? 1,500.
Yikes. Oh no, not Aramis. He's trying to hold the dive. That cold snap though, with the Spirit Vessel on him and the right clicks from the Alacrity mid one. Perfect timing. And they're onto high ground with a catapult. And you know what that means with a Luna. Pops the Manta. Glaives, Alacrity, Illusions are spamming out all these attacks. Drow Ranger doing her best to try and hold them back. Multi-shot expended. OG not committing though. They know that Tombstone and Supernova are back up.
No tail drawing on the minimap. Like, they can't leave the base. All the lanes are pushed in. Now they're just holding the high ground. This is where, if enemy makes some mistakes, this is where we lose the game. Try to run on the high ground, regain some vision, but you need to do it with your just position 5. Doesn't matter if he dies. And finally, OG decides to go for Roche.
Well, Viking are going to get a kill. They get the Centaur. 200 gold. And they've smoked up. And it really did feel like OG were tightening the noose around Viking. Seb going to try and hold the high ground.
Look at Seb's positioning, but they know. They see him.
Blink called. In comes a nice tornado, but Seb, oh, Ghost Scepter. Maybe he's got time to get out, but the dunk from Toby finishes him off as Roshan down to about 1,000 HP. OG are giving up on it. Ice Wall dropped. Trying to zone Viking out. No buyback on Seb, so Viking into the pit with Tombstone and Supernova to secure it. Blink Call catches out the Luna. And they've got a silence on the mid one, so no spells from your Invoker now. The Supernova lands, they've blown up that mid one Invoker. Godlike streak removed, and Roshan now belonging to Viking. The tide's turning.
That's a very nice play from Viking. They caught Seb with no buyback, and there was no Echo Slam. Fisher was already used. But once they drop this Tombstone and the egg at the same time, it feels like you can't just attack it. Like there's gonna be a lot of pushbacks, silences, slows coming up from multi-shot. Even though they're 13k behind, Vikings still putting a very good fight.
It's the power of team fight. And Celery, now adding like 50% to his net worth. 2.2k now, he's got a Bracer Lacoste. And Tranquil Boots. Oh, they've caught Toby down south. Trying to hide in the trees. OG, bringing numbers down there. Axe dead for 45.
I came here for a battle.
Can they go high ground? Oh, there's the mid wave. If that was pushed in just a little more, they could quite easily think about high ground there. They've smoked up. TPing top as Celery looks for the outpost. Cancelled by mid one, and there's Saxa with a jump forward. So OG, they reposition all the way across the map. A big swing now to try and take that last outer objective, the tier 2 top, I guess.
Difference between position 5s. No Tail deals a lot of damage in a team fight. Full Glimmer Cape and a Force Staff.
Is under attack.
He's more farmed than Earthshaker in this game.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I've seen this quite a lot lately. Team Secret is also doing that, like just giving farm priority to their position 5 sometimes. Like that game where they had Weaver, Puppy was playing it. They gave it farm priority because they wanted to have Aghanim Scepter, and once they had that, the game was just over.
Yeah, like what item does Earthshaker need in this game? He got Blink. Do you need anything? Do you need anything else? You got Blink Dagger. Who cares? Shadowblade is nice, but you don't need it. Bottom lane, way too scary for the Radiant to go and push or farm. Same story with the mid lane, but look at this. They're going for one of these long smoke wraparounds. They know where OG are likely to be standing. Batrider's going to TP bot to shove wave, and it looks like OG not going to leave any stragglers behind. Everyone evacuating. Oh, Luna, though, spotted by a Radiant Observer Ward. Smoke. It's going to last another 10 seconds or so, and they really desperately want to try and catch a hero here. But they've gone the wrong way. They're waiting, thinking, where's the Luna? Sumail is hiding so carefully, waiting for that creep camp to respawn. They know that it's so tempting. It's such a tasty creep camp, but how is Sumail not greedy? How is Sumail running away?
That's a good
No one's
question.
defending mid lane. No one's defending bot lane.
I don't know how he knew, but he definitely knew something was going on. Like, there's no way you're standing near this camp and not farming this one.
Happening. All that time kind of wasted by Viking. They're going to catch... Oh, the Fisher lands on the Queen of Pain in the shadows as well. So her blink... TP is on cooldown, but she does get the blink away. Good catch onto Aramis. No buyback, dead for 40. Invoker with the Earthshaker TPing straight down to the bottom outpost. Start to hunt for more targets. Mid lane still open here for OG, so if they do get another couple of pickoffs, very easily could be, 2 lanes of barracks if they go mid to bot. Queen of Pain, the Cold Snap, thanks to the Lucent Beam. Starting things off now with the chain stuns, they bring down Boom. Buyback is there, and it might be forced here because the barracks wide open.
Now it starts.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Bouncy, indeed. OG smirking in behind you, Luna. Satanic Manta style up on her. They've popped the Aegis on the Drow Ranger already, just with Glaives and a Fisher. And the range racks down.
To give it away, Aegis would be gone in 20 seconds anyway.
Very true.
Don't you dare.
But here comes the cavalry. Luna back up onto the high ground with a Mud Golem protecting Luna. Throws a pebble before it dies. Drow Ranger just trying to focus it down. Come on, 2 more pebbles. Throw your pebbles. Notel gets one of them out there at least.
You get easily excited, Gary. I like it.
And I just love Mud Golem pebbles. I don't know what it is, but like throwing one of those little rocks with your big golem, then the 2 shard golems coming out. Throw the pebbles. It's just like they're so they feel so meaningless and insignificant, but they do a pretty good amount of damage, honestly. Drow Ranger gotta be careful to not get jumped by Blink Lasso, Blink Echo Slam, and Celery just walks straight forward. Offense is the best defense, some might say, and Undying is taking that to heart, just charging into his opponents to get them off his barracks.
So no Tombstone. They will just wait until it's gone and then go for a siege. What are we getting? Luna going for Butterfly next. Just bought Talisman of Evasion, so there's going to be some extra damage. Reduced from the Drow Rangers. Right clicks. Next Roche may respawn in 2 minutes, but I believe OG just wants to knock on their doors after seeing the Tombstone is used. Problem is, Boom doesn't have a defensive item. He went full offensive Orchid, not even going for Yule Scepter to remove the Cold Snap. No Spirit Vessel, so it's very hard for him to jump into a fight.
And that's what he's been doing all game, right? He's been using Blink aggressively with his Queen of Pain. Trying to jump on top of the Invoker or the Luna. Not really been working out so far. Sumail with the Alacrity up. Get the Blink. Lasso onto Drow Ranger and a good Fisher to block out the rest. The Tornado catches Axe and Phoenix. So no counter initiation from Viking. Drow dead with buyback. As the Tombstone kept alive with the Soul Rip. But now down for 1 minute means Supernova with that Blink Berserker's Call, really the only teamfight abilities that Viking has for control and zoning, and this Undying just being focused down. Invoker Enchantress from the low ground, shred him and force the double buyback. TPing to the front lines, Axe still, oh, Saxa! No way, he's got the 3-man Blink Call. They force the Supernova, but they can focus that down. They turn and kill it off. Oh,
I believe that's game, Gary.
That is for sure game. Sonic Wave's not going to do a damn thing. OG storming their way to game 1 victory.
You can see the Draw Ranger deals like
Has fallen.
so much damage, but they needed a bit of extra something, you know? They needed to have a bit less deaths on this Queen of Pain. If she had a defensive item, if somehow she would manage to farm a BKB, it would be much easier to take a fight. She could, you know, blink in, use Scream of Pain and Sonic Wave, and then stand her ground for 10 seconds. But OG, they demolished them on the bottom lane. It started perfectly.
Completely.
They killed Zombie first, some extra gold in their pockets, and continued to do so. If I had to choose MVP of this game, it would be a hard one. Like, Saxa had an amazing game, some very nice fishers early on, setting up kills, killing Queen of Pain solo in the mid lane, but also mid one. Man, with this ping, like, I checked his score, 20 minutes in, he had 1 death on the Invoker, which is pretty impressive.
Crazy stuff. And like No Tail going 5-0 in the early laning stage as well. Great start from them. But that last